Hi, this is Pat Casey coming to you from Peak State Fit in Salt Lake City, Utah. This is your 360 core with a foundation training element. It's a mix of 8-point plank, side planks on both sides, and a kneeling founder. Let's get rolling. We're going to go through this movement pattern series with 30-second intervals. So we'll go 30 seconds 8-point plank, 30 seconds side plank, etc. until we've gone through 3 rounds of these 4 movements. So let's get started. All right, so setting up for our 8-point plank, we're going to start with our elbows just forward of our shoulders. Knees are directly under our hips, feet a little bit wider than hip width, and we'll end up coming up on 8 points. So I'm going to start out pulling our chin back, shoulders come up, mid back, and then using traction, pulling those elbows towards your hips, we're going to come up into this plank. Breathe nice and fluid, 10 seconds. Come down, lowering the hips, mid, back, and shoulders. Great. Side plank, starting out, our feet are going to be offset, right foot in front of left foot. Our hand is going to be out at an angle, and instead of coming straight up from the hips, we're going to start by pressing in and then elevating into our side plank position. If you need a little bit of a progression, you can drop that knee on the lower leg. So my left leg would just drop the knee. And the reason why we come up in that way, 10 more seconds, is to avoid any kind of side curvature of the spine. 3, 2, 1. Come down, relax. Going to switch sides. 2, 1. Coming up. And then rotate into your side plank position. This time my right leg is the one that could be my supporting element. So if you like, you can drop that right knee. 10 seconds. Two, 1. Good. Come down. We're going to kneel back in the direction of our 8-point plank, our kneeling founder. Our knees are right under our hips. We're going to have our feet in dorsiflexion, so our toes pulled up and planted on the mat behind us, and our feet are going to be about shoulder width, so a little wider at the feet than the knees. Start out with our measuring sticks, thumbs at the lowest part of the rib cage, pinkies at the top of the pelvis. I won't have to demonstrate this quite as much the next round. Allow the hips to drive back and bring the hands into a spear of tension off the line of the heart. We should feel almost like we're wanting to fall forward a little bit, but we're really loading this zone. You should feel a little bit of that fatigue building. Let me go 20 more seconds here. I forgot to mention the anchor in this movement. Today, I'm using a little bit of traction with my knees pressing away from the center line. So I'm using a little bit of abduction, pulling my abs in, hands forward, arms come down, relax. That's round 1. Set back up for our 8-point plank. Elbows in front of the shoulders, knees under hips, feet a little wider. And pull the chin back. Shoulders come up. Pull those elbows in towards our hips. Five seconds. Hips come down, mid-back drops, shoulders relax. Great. Left side. We'll go up in 5 seconds. Offset the feet. 3, 2, 1. Prompting the movement with our obliques. Allow yourself to roll open into this side plank position. Elevate the arm for a little added challenge. 10 seconds. Arm comes down, roll out of it accurately. Great. Whoo-wee. Almost 2 down. Arms at an angle. Again, we're starting out. Engage the oblique. Come up. Roll into your position. I'm extending my arm for a little more challenge today. Got to get creative with it. And to keep your core strong, but also have to protect our spine and move with good integrity. Five seconds. 3, 2, 1. Come out of it, dropping that hip. Excellent. Back into the direction of our 8-point plank. Knees under hips, feet wider than our hip width. Hands to measuring sticks, chin back. Hinge the hips back. This time I'm going to squeeze the knees together. A little adduction. Changing my anchor is a great way to integrate my core stabilizers with either my adductors or my gluteus medius or my TFL. Shoulders draw down from the ears. Big expansive breath. Pull the belly button in, engage the core when you exhale. 5 seconds. Good. Back to center. 10 seconds, we'll come back up for our last 8-point plank. You can never do too much of these. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Pull the chin back. Lead with the head, shoulders raise, mid-back raises, hips raise. Maintain good contraction through that rectus abdominis. Everything through our center line should be lit up. Three, 2, 1. Always come out of it by letting those hips lower. Middle of our body lowers, shoulders lower. Same thing every time. 3, 2, 1. Come up, use those obliques, roll open. You got this. 10 more seconds, y'all. 3, 2, 1. Roll out of it. Again, dropping that hip first. Switch sides. Hand at 45 away from our elbow. Use that oblique. Get the hips up. Roll open. We should be feeling very activated, maybe a little bit fatigued, but really hone in on the areas that you're feeling that fatigue and try to maintain as good control, as good spinal alignment as possible. Don't allow that hip to drop back. We're still using this side body, everything to support the spine laterally. Back out of it. Excellent. Back up to our kneeling position. We're going to do a little bit of new movement with the shoulders. We're going to elevate those hands a little higher and add about 10 seconds onto this last one. So as we bring the sphere of tension off the line of the heart, I'm going to have you maintain good control as you elevate that sphere of tension off the line of the forehead. Try and shift your weight forward. Try to bring the hips forward with your shoulders almost to where you want to teeter forward. Every time, pulling those abdomen muscles in, keeping good integrity of our low back. 3, 2, 1. Hands come down. Shake it all out. That's your 15-minute core routine. Nice 360-degree core. You should feel nice and activated. And for more tips and tricks on good functional stability and core movements, check out our YouTube channel, subscribe, and we'll see you out on the road.